Idaho mother Lori Vallow will spend the rest of her life behind bars with no possibility of parole for the murders of two of her children and her husband's first wife. This is her latest mugshot from this morning after being transferred to the Women's Correctional Facility in Pocatello. Before yesterday's sentencing, the judge described Vallow's crimes as evil. He said her children were killed like animals and that she had not shown any remorse. Vallow was found guilty in May of killing her two youngest children, 7-year-old Joshua J.J. Vallow and 16-year-old Tylee Ryan. She was also convicted of conspiring to kill Tammy Daybell, her fifth husband, Chad Daybell's late wife. Looking ahead now, Chad Daybell's trial is set for next spring here in Boise. Chad faces 3 counts of first-degree murder and 3 counts of conspiracy to commit murder in the deaths of J.J., Tylee, and Tammy. He also faces insurance fraud and grand theft related to their deaths. Chad's trial is set to start April 1st of 2024 in Ada County. Former Idaho Attorney General David Leroy says during Lori's trial, Chad's defense saw about 80% of the evidence the state might use in Chad's trial. He says both sides have a good idea about what worked and what didn't. Leroy says the death penalty is still on the table for Chad Daybell, although both sides could come up with a plea agreement.
These are dreadful crimes and may be fully deserving of the death penalty if someone is convicted of the allegations. So it's hard to guess that the prosecutor would be open to that possibility.
If Chad's case does go to trial, Leroy says there will be a lot of crossover from what was said during Lori's trial. It's the thought of hearing and seeing all that evidence again that makes Tammy Daybell's aunt, Vicki Hoban, nervous.
It just is an assault on your heart, on your brain, on just everything. It's like opening a wound.
Hoban says she's not sure what to think about a possible plea deal. Chad's defense attorney, John Pryor, was at most of Lori's trial. Leroy says Pryor will be looking at any possible holes in the prosecution's arguments. He also says it's important that people remember Chad is innocent until proven guilty. Even though a judge sentenced Lori in Idaho, she also has 2 more conspiracy to commit murder cases in Arizona that she's facing.